Hello everybody and welcome to our lovely Fleurs Christmas collection, and for this one we have got the education of how to build the fur, okay? And I don't mean F-U-R, it's F-I-R, so it's the actual sprig, let's say. So when you actually get the dies home, this is what you're going to be looking at. So there are three, so let me bring that round, okay? So there you can see there are three metal dies, and this is almost like the fringing that we had with the poppy, but we've done them a little bit different and it's easier to see on the board. We've got a short one, a middle one and a longer one, and they're all cut slightly different widths, but they're also cut all at different heights. Can you see that? We've got like this jagged edge going on, and that's quite important to make it look really realistic. And then a top tip for your dies is when I'm using my dies, I've actually taped them all together. That way I'm being more frugal with my crepe paper. And when I cut it, I cut all three in one go. So let me set that board to one side. And when we're cutting these, we need to be able to stretch them. So the crepe paper that we're using is 180% stretch. So it more than doubles when we actually stretch it, okay? Now on here, we need again to work with the grain, always working with the grain with the crepe paper. If we lay it on the wrong way, it won't stretch. So to actually pop it on the crepe paper like this, working with the grain, so all facing the right way. So the teeth and the grain are facing the right way, okay? So lay it down like so. I would then trim up here and cut that whole one off. And I know that I can get 1, 2, 3 out of this. So I can do this 3 times out of this cut once I've cut it. But I've not overlapped these. I have got a gap, and I've just used some clear tape, low-tack tape, to tape them together. So I'm being really frugal with how I'm placing this, so I'm not wasting any of my paper. Then pop it through your die machine, and the best way I'm going to suggest that you do this, like a ladder, okay? So pop it through this way on, and it's a sharper cut for you. So just a bit of a tip there. So now what you're going to need is you need one of your wires, you'll need your wet glue. If you want to change these and ink them up a little bit on the edges, please feel free to do so. Or when you've done them, get your white Cadence paint and run along the edges of them as if it snowed, as if the snow's captured on them all. So this is what we're working with. I've already done some cutting ahead of time just to speed this up, and I've done them, as you can see, in 2s. Let me see if that is a double one. Oh, that is a one on its own. So I want that one, and this one. So we want 3. So we've got the 3 sizes. And I've cut multiples because when you're making your fur, you're going to want quite a few of them. So they're the 3 that you need. How I've worked it is that I've sandwiched the middle one in between. So I've actually laid them out like so. That way, that when it's all twisted together, you're going to get all the different edges. And this is kind of what you're going to be looking for, okay? So can you see on here, I've got a little bit more fluffing to do on this. I've got to pull all these little spines and things out. Needles, aren't they, on a fur? So I've got to manipulate the needles, but this is what we're looking for. But we're going to do several of these, and as we did with the holly, we're going to put them all onto one stem, okay? So you don't have to work with a whole one. You can make lots of shorter ones if you wish, and then build them up. So that's what we're aiming for. So how we actually do this is we've cut them out, and again, we're going to gently pull and stretch them out like so. And the same again with this one. Just be gentle when you're doing this. Okay. And if you do break them, don't worry. If you're a little bit too rough with it, you can just keep the pieces that you break and just glue them on, because at the end of the day we're just making this fringe. Okay, so that is like that. So we've got 3. So my first one is going to glue onto my small. Oops. Like this, and I don't put all the glue down because it's easier to work in sections. So straighten that out underneath, and I'm just going to squidge my fingers along there, technical term for you, like so. Flip that over that way, a little bit more glue. Stretch out the bottom one as well with the fingers below. Like that. And then we go again. And we're going to do this with both layers. And like I said, if you wanted to, you could actually make these or make one layer if you did it. I mean, I cut them all together. So you could have one of these layers, like the middle one, cut in brown. And then when you actually wrap them, you're going to have that little hint of brown throughout them as well, so that would actually make them look a little bit different. And also think of all the different fir or spruces that are out there. You've got the ones that are like a blue, do they call it a blue spruce, I think? So there's lots of different ways of actually working with this. Like this. Again, making sure you're gluing all these down. You don't have to be really precise. And then one of the things that is quite important to this is our lovely wires. Now the wires that we've got are quite special, and if you've got them already in your order heading to you, that's fabulous, because for this technique it means it's paper onto paper, because our lovely wires are paper wrapped, which makes it really easy to then be able to do this technique. Okay, so this actual paper, this wire is already wrapped in paper. So now we're going to start at the top, and it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on here. I'm going to pop my wire, and then I'm going to wind that up and just let that take for a second, so I know that is stuck in place. Yeah. And then we're going to have to work on a little bit of an angle. So take your time when you're working with this to make sure you get it right. A little bit of glue. And like I'm doing, I'm working in sections. And I actually, when I'm doing this, I like to work with the fringe towards me. So I'm now taking it on a bit of an angle. And as I'm winding, I'm pinching on the wire and setting that crepe paper in place. And I'm a little bit more in control by doing it this way. Rolling towards me. Okay. And each time I'm adding a little bit of glue. I'm moving down. Can you see I'm now moving down the wire? And like I say, you don't have to do all of a wire. You can only do some if you want to. If you want shorter pieces. You can cut more of your layers and make it a fuller, really full sprig. And like I say, one of the really nice ways of actually working with it is to put a different colourway, capture that colour in there as well. So I'm not actually going over all of my little fur pieces. It's the straight edge at the base that I'm winding onto that wire like so. So I'll speed up a little bit more now, because I think you get the idea of where we're going with this. Okay. Nearly to the end. And then when I get near the end, I actually just wrap it round and I bring it back to not going down the stem. Okay, just like so, so it finishes it off nicely. So there is it all wrapped. And to go from this to this, as you can see, I've got a longer piece here. I'm going to bring all those pieces out like this. And I'm not being particularly gentle, but work on all the sides. Remember, we've wrapped this, so we've gone round and round and round and round and round. And then just tease all of your spines like this. All the little pine bits. And then working this together, look at that, isn't that fabulous? So now I can wire that one onto there and do another one and wire another one onto there. And by doing this, you then go round in a full circle and you can make a beautiful wreath, but then you're the one that's actually made all of these lovely fur pieces. But again, just take a little bit more time. I've rushed this a little bit because I needed to show you. It's more about making sure that you've got the technique. So just fluff them out, go around, maybe go in the opposite directions to what you wound it on with, and just fluff all those pieces out and then wire those together and go all the way around and make your wreath, or even just the pieces to add into a display. So if I now bring this in and show you behind like so, isn't that lovely? So, and it adds height as well. So there's lots of different ways of being able to use these, but this is how we actually use the fur, okay? And then on here, if you look, that's actually the fur as well. So they've made like a bit of a chrysanthemum on this one, okay? I just tip that forward. So they've used the same thing and rolled it and made these lovely little chrysanthemums. So you've got the fur itself like that in behind it. Doesn't that look lovely? And the colourway really does set this off. So that is then how we make our lovely fur.
If you want to see more from Highlight Crafts, make sure you click the like button. Subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below and click the bell icon to receive notifications of all of our future content. You can also click here to see our latest video, or click here to see more videos like this one.